Disneyland Railroad. So we will be picking up passengers at each station. However, the only station you will be able to exit at is back here at Main Street, USA. Please remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And parents, please watch your little ones, making sure they're seated away from the train opening, either on your lap or on the center of the bench. Our next station to pick up passengers will be New Orleans Square.
Welcome aboard the Disneyland Railroad. We're embarking on a grand circle tour of the Magic Kingdom. We'll be stopping at New Orleans Square, Mickey's Toontown, and Tomorrowland. We'll also visit the Grand Canyon and make a trip back in time to the primeval world and the age of the dinosaurs before returning to Main Street Station. As we begin our journey, remember that for a safe trip, you need to stay seated, keeping your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your children.
Bienvenidos a bordo del Disneyland Railroad. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
Our first stop is New Orleans Square Station. But to get there, we need to pass through the wilds of Adventureland. It may seem peaceful through here, but trust me, it's a real jungle out there. Literally. So be on the lookout. You just never know what might be lurking along the rails. Just ahead is New Orleans Square Station. This station also serves Frontierland and Critter Country. If you'll be leaving us here, please remain seated until the train comes to a complete stop. Then watch your step as you're getting off. For those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment. This is New Orleans Square Station. New Orleans Square.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated at all times. We will only be able to pick up passengers at this station. You are not able to get off at the station until we come back to Main Street. So again, please remain seated at all times.
Last call.
Aboard Excursion 3 of the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And parents, please watch your little ones, making sure they are seated away from the train opening, either on your lap or on the center of the bench, with an adult sitting on their right-hand side. If you're just joining us, this is our sleeper trip up the Disneyland Railroad. Which means we will only be picking up at each station, and the only station you will be able to exit is at Main Street. So please remain seated at all times. Our next stop will take us will be Mickey's Toontown.
Permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
We're now entering Splash Mountain, rumored to be the location of the one and only laughing place. If you look real hard, you just might find it. It's where the critters are celebrating a zippity-doo-dah day. Speaking of critters, this place we're passing over is home to a whole bunch of them. Here in Critter Country, you can join Winnie the Pooh, Rabbit and Rare Bear on their fun-filled adventures. As we steam past Hungry Bear Restaurant, the last outpost in these parts, we're now joining up with the rivers of America and entering the frontier as it looked more than a century and a half ago. This is my favorite part of the journey. Around every bend, there's natural beauty as far as the eye can see. Is the revered Indian shaman sharing his stories with those in the great river valley below. People like you have been riding these rails since the 1800s, traveling through nature's wonderland in a matter of days, rather than the months it used to take by mule or stagecoach. Steam power not only fueled these iron horses, but the dreams of a whole new generation as it moved west into this great frontier. Of course, some of those dreams, and the stories that went with them, were pretty darn wild and downright unbelievable, like on Big Thunder Mountain, where I hear that mysterious spirits have grabbed hold of those mining trains and turned them into the wildest ride in the wilderness. Signals our transition from the frontier to another kind of gear, the ones you'll find on Mickey and Minnie. All their friends with. Wait until the train comes to a full stop. Remember your personal belongings, then step carefully from the train. Have fun, and say hi to Mickey and Minnie for me. Those of you continuing on with us, we'll be resuming our trip in just a moment.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the train reaches our full and completely south inside the station. Once again, the purpose of our super trip is to pick up extra passengers that may be left behind at the station. The only station you will be able to disembark at is the FASTPASS USA. So please remain seated at all times. We did get that green light from our parade tech ahead. So remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And parents, please watch your little ones, making sure they're seated away from the train opening, either on your lap or on the center of the bench. Our last station to pick up passengers will be tomorrow.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining us on the Disneyland Railroad. For a safe ride, remember to stay seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And please watch your kids.
¿Qué tal, amigos? Y bienvenidos a bordo. Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren. Y cuide a los pequeños. Gracias.
As we leave Toontown Depot, we get a real nice view of the happiest land of them all, Fantasyland. You can see people stepping onto It's a Small World just below us. And, off in the distance, majestic Matterhorn Mountain. Steaming forward into the future to a land inspired by visions of tomorrow, both practical and imagined. Here you'll find rocket ships and star speeders, submarines and astroblasters, and, if you look overhead, maybe a glimpse of a March 7 monorail. This is the latest version of the first daily operating monorail system in the entire Western Hemisphere, gliding above Disneyland since 1959. Below the monorail, and us, are the fun-filled roadways of the Autopia. Drivers of all ages can get behind the wheel of these cars. No experience or license required. If you're into soaring spaceships or doing battle with evil empires and emperors, Tomorrowland is definitely the place for you. Speaking of which, we're pulling into Tomorrowland Station right now. If you're leaving us here, just stay seated until we come to a full stop. Gather your belongings, including lightsabers and astroblasters, and step carefully from the train. Thanks, and have fun in the future. For the rest of you, just sit tight. We'll be on our way again in just a minute.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please remain fully seated until the train reaches the Holliday company stop at that station. Once again, this is our favorite trip of Disneyland Railroad. If there are any passengers left behind at Tomorrowland Station, so please leave them up and bring everyone back to Main Street. And that will be the only station you will be able to exit at. So please remain seated at all times. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Excursion 3 of the Disneyland Railroad. Please remain seated at all times. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the train. And parents, please watch your little ones, making sure they are seated away from the train opening, either on your lap or on the center of the bench. Our final stop will be Main Street, USA. But first, we'll be doing a slight detour to the Grand Canyon and Primeval World. Take as many photos as you like, but turn off the video lighting and fasten your phones and cameras. Additionally, Disney light-up ears, necklaces, toys, hats, accessories, devices, anything that lights up, flashes, or glows, please turn them off at this time, or store them away in your bag or pocket.
No flash photography.
Para su seguridad, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del tren y cuide a los pequeños. Por favor, no tome fotografías con flash.
That was the Grand Canyon as we know it today. But it wasn't always this way. Now, let's travel back in time, way back in time, to the fantastic past of the primeval world, land of the dinosaurs. To Disneyland. If you're leaving us here, stay in your seat until we come to a full stop. Remember to gather all your personal belongings and step carefully from the train. I'd especially like to thank those of you who've been with me for the Grand Circle Tour of Disneyland. We hope you enjoyed your travels with us and that you'll come back to ride with us again real soon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please remain seated until the train reaches a full and complete stop beside the station. As a reminder, Main Street Station is a station that has no ramps or elevators, just stairs. So if you have a student or a wheelchair with you, please do not load any passengers with them and sit at the bottom of the stairs. As a reminder, Main Street shops will be open until midnight today for your shopping needs, but all the Resort is closed. If you're looking for the parking structure ramp, you'll just exit to your right towards downtown Disney. Or if you're trying to look for the Toy Story parking lot shuttle, hotel shuttles, and other transportation, you'll just exit to your left. On behalf of myself and the other conductors and engineers at Disneyland Railroad, we want to thank you for joining us on this Disneyland Sweeper trip, and please have a safe journey home. Please do not stand up until you reach the full stop inside the station.